Hello viewers, this is Showman from Oil and Gas Field Quality Control. Today I will be discussing the second part of isometric drawing, little bit in advanced mode. Let us start. How to read an isometric drawing? First, imagine that the piping system is built in a box. The basic imagination is required for the piping to have an offset. So it will help you to imagine how the piping configuration will look as it travels. This sketch will help you to understand what I am discussing now. Offset happens when the pipe turns to an angle other than go degrees or to accommodate the odd nozzle location or tie-in point connection. A popular use of 45-degree elbow, and this is used extensively in piping design. In such cases, piping design may land on northeast, southwest, northwest, southwest axis. In order to check the dimensions of the pipe length with offset, common Pythagoras theorem and trigonometric rule can be used. A sample calculation I will show you now for your understanding. This is the Pythagoras theorem which we learnt in our secondary elementary schools. You can see the tallest arm is the hypotenuse, which is also termed as h. The height is termed as b, and the base is termed as a. So this is about a right angle triangle. All Pythagoras theorem is totally based on a right angle triangle. So the basic formulas are a square plus b square is equal to h square, and trigonometric ratios, which is sin theta. Theta is the acute angle. So sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, and tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent arm of the triangle. So based on this simple formula, we can calculate the length of the piping from an isometric. Take this example. Side A is 12,300 minus 12,200, which is 100 mm. Side B is equal to 200 minus 100 is equal to 100 mm. Hence, the side C, if you need to know the length of the run pipe of this isometric piping, it will be 100 square plus 100 square will give you a value of 141.2 mm. Very simple calculations. Example 2. Here to find the travel length, number 2, okay, and the number 1 is the height. So you can see the size of a box is 1180 mm, the height is 330 mm, and another side is 690 mm. The sketch is self-explanatory. Please go through it and you can easily find how we can calculate all sides and the length of pipe required from an isometric drawing. Example of an offset here. If you happen to have difficulties reading the offset, try to draw the imaginary box. If it could help you to have a better understanding of which axis of the pipe travels and how the piping should look like. In the example given, take the flow from X, the pipe goes up and then up northwest, then north. As you get along with ISO a lot, things will come naturally. A north arrow is provided in all piping isometric to inform the location of the piping system in the piping or general arrangement drawing. Piping dimensions in isometric. How to put dimensions in isometric? The piping isometric also has coordinates and elevation detailed information to verify the exact length of the pipe in horizontal and vertical axis respectively. The dimensions in isometric drawing are measured from the pipe center line and not from the outer diameter of the pipe. Refer to the image attached below for reference. With the advancement of technology, there could be minimum or even zero possibilities that the north arrow coordinates and the elevation in isometric would differ from the piping arrangement. Hence, the dimensions and MTO should match exactly if the source 3D model is the same. So this sketch will give you an idea how to put dimensions in isometric drawing. Isometric drawing defines shop or field fabrication also. Isometric drawings also inform which piping should be constructed at the fabrication shop and which should be assembled at the construction or platform field itself. The complete piping system is separated into pieces that are transported to the site for erection. These small pipe pieces are termed piping spools. One sheet of isometric drawing normally has few spools. Every weld that is assembled between spools and the construction site is termed as field weld or FW. There is one more type of weld, what is known as field fit weld or FFW. Usually FFW will occur at the nozzle of the equipment or tie-in location where the length of the piping cannot be decided before it will be sewed at site. That's why it is called force fit weld. The sketch is well explanatory. Here is another sketch for you to show the FFW or field fit weld subjected to field verification to suit existing condition by fabrication. Here is a whole assembled piping. The whole assembled piping will look like the following after it is assembled at the field. You can see the field weld here. So that's all for some advanced information of isometric drawing. Hope you understood well. If you like the way of my teaching, please share my channel and subscribe it. Don't forget to hit the like button. It will inspire me. Thank you. Signing off, Showman.